Your purpose is not gone. Most people feel that after a certain point of life, after a certain age, whatever it is, like their purpose is gone. It's time now to rebuild you. If the beginning of this episode hit you in some sort of way and you know, hey, he's talking to me, how did he know? You need to ruthlessly audit your life.
Yo, Big D in the house, baby. Relentless execution, you already know. This is for the dream chasers, the grinders, the doers. Let's get it. Relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they all know the name. Big D.
Welcome back to the Big D Podcast. Today's episode 38. We're going to be talking about repurposing your life, finding meaning, or staying lost. Hey, if you're not following us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, go ahead and do so. About 75% of you who watch all of our episodes don't follow us. Just hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. After you see the podcast, if there's something that interested you or maybe hit home, leave a comment. We really appreciate it. It hits our algorithm and it helps boost our algorithm as well. So the Big D Podcast, what we do is we focus on wealth, freedom, and financial execution. Wealth is all about building financial power and sustainable success. Now, freedom is all about gaining control over your time, choices, and your future. And relentless execution is all about taking massive action, overcoming obstacles, and making things happen without any excuses. So welcome back to the Big D Podcast, where we get real, raw, and uncomfortable with what it takes to build a legacy. If you're here today, then it's because some part of you knows that you're not where you need to be. You're not where you're supposed to be, and you're looking to change. You feel the weight on your chest. You understand that things aren't exactly where you thought they should be. I mean, we're 6 months into a new year here, and a lot of people are lagging behind. The sense of misalignment is really throwing you off. And you're going through your emotions and you're looking at yourself from the outside. And when you look at yourself from the outside, you may look successful, but deep down, you know that you're totally empty. This episode is for a man, a woman, anyone who's forgotten who they are. It's for the person who's been wearing the same mask for years, scared to take it off because they're afraid to find out really what's underneath that mask. Let me tell you something. Your purpose is not gone. Most people feel that after a certain point of life, after a certain age, whatever it is, like their purpose is gone. Your purpose is never gone, especially if you're not going after it. What it actually is it's buried inside of you. And this episode is all about digging it out of you and using it before time is too late. So most people don't understand that a lot of us have the same excuses. A lot of us live in the same situations. And a lot of us make up so much shit in our head. But what I see in almost every single person I've talked to is most people are living the life that they did not choose. They're living lives where they're walking in paths that someone else handed to them, their parents, their culture, their bosses, and this is what they're calling normal, a normal life, or this is what they feel is normal. They wake up, they grind, they check off all the boxes, they make money, and at night they kind of like sit there and stare at the ceiling and they ask, why do I feel so damn empty? Why do I feel like I'm not achieving my best self? Here are some ways that you know you're stuck. You dread Mondays, and secretly you dread Fridays too, because you know that nothing changes, even though most people TGIF, thank God it's Friday, and they look forward to the weekends. They know that their life strives from Monday through Friday to enjoy a day and a half of emptiness and a day and a half that goes so fast. And now the second half of Sunday, dreading what's coming on Monday, dreading what's next. 90+% of heart attacks happen on Sunday night. And they say statistically it's because people know where they're going on Monday. Or maybe you're a person who, you scroll social media comparing your life to strangers and it makes you feel worse about yourself. You numb out yourself and all your feelings with maybe food, alcohol, TV, porn, busy work, anything to avoid what you're thinking and what you should actually be doing to change. You've stopped dreaming a long time ago, maybe because you're scared it's too late and nothing's going to change and this is the life that you have. And hey, even if you didn't sign up for it, let me just live the best in this single lane where my vision is stranded because I have nothing going on outside of me. I can't see beyond where I am right now because I've lost belief in myself. This is not living. It's called existing. You're existing in a world, in a place where you're never going to be defined as somebody who's been or given their absolute best or even left a dent or a mark on this earth. And internally, I know that it's killing you because if it was me, it would be killing me too. Hey guys, quick interruption to the show. We have Joe and Micah here from Ability Tree. Joe, why don't you share with us what you do at Ability Tree?
Hey, yeah, thank you, Dan. So we come alongside families impacted by disability by providing rest, recreation, education, support, and training, basically bringing families impacted by disability out of isolation into community.
Awesome. Hey guys, after this video, you're going to see a link in the caption. Make sure you check out Ability Tree and check out his mission here with Micah. Awesome. So let's make this real. Understand something. The brutal truth is your kids are watching everything you do. Every single time you settle, you're teaching them to settle too. You're teaching them a few things. You're teaching them that mediocrity is normal. You're teaching them that disconnection is inevitable. And you're teaching them that dreams are maybe just for like Instagram quotes and for people who actually set out to achieve them, which are like the vital few. And you're putting yourself in a category where your kids don't see the full potential of life because you've given up at some point. Maybe your wife or partner feels this too. Maybe even if they're physically there and you're physically there, there's a huge emotional absence. He or she, whatever it is, they notice you. They see that every time you're checking your phone instead of connecting with life, every time that you're staying on your phone to stay busy, every time that you're plugged into TV because you don't want to actually do what you need to do. Understand something, that you're damaging the people around you because you're not living your best life, because you're not giving your all. And I think now it's time that you look in the mirror, and maybe before you looked in the mirror and that voice was whispering that you're not good enough, it's never going to happen, stop dreaming about it. But maybe you should understand that the whisper should be a little bit different. When you become sick and tired of being sick and tired, you start feeling a difference. You start seeing a difference. Maybe you look in the mirror and it whispers to you, that voice says, this isn't you. You're made for more. I've put you in this place so you can do so much more. You just have to feel and be at a point where you know it's time to change, but you ignore it because you're scared. Scared of letting go of what you built that's not fulfilling you, even if it's killing you. Scared to start over. I mean, so many people are scared to start over. They'd rather be complacent and stay in this spot of life where it's just like, hey, let me just kind of be on the seesaw instead of exiting out of this part of my life that's not fulfilling me and starting over, because the pain of starting over is so great. Understand that it's never too late. The only time it's too late is the day you're gone. If you're still breathing, you're still here, you're still waking up, you still have an opportunity to change. You're scared of what other people are going to say, as maybe if their opinion matters more than your soul. Their opinion matters more than your family. Their opinion matters more than what you were destined to do being put on this earth. But let me tell you something. The only thing scarier than starting over to me personally, is being stuck, especially in a place where I know I don't deserve to be, and I deserve better, and I should be doing better, and I should be greater, especially for the people that I'm living for. Let me help you rebuild you. It's time now to rebuild you. If the beginning of this episode hit you in some sort of way and you know, hey, he's talking to me, how did he know? You need to ruthlessly audit your life. Write down everything in your life, the people, the habits, the commitments. Next to each one of them, write, does this fuel me or does this drain me? Circle the things that drain you and start cutting them out now. The longer you wait, the pain is only going to become greater. The fear of missing out, the fear of it's too late is only going to become larger in your life. This is so brutal, but it's so necessary to be able to change. The next thing you have to do is you have to rediscover who you are. When you strip away the titles, the roles, the money, who are you? What do people know you as? If all that stuff was gone, what makes you feel alive? If all that stuff was gone, what would you want to be seen as? Who would you want to be seen as? What are you willing to fight for? What do you want people to say about you when you're gone? Write down 3 sentences that define the man or woman that you are and the man or woman that you want to be, and speak them into existence every morning. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I am strong. I am going to change. I deserve better. Whatever it is, whatever defines you, wherever it is you want to go, start speaking this stuff into yourself, looking in the mirror every morning, and watch how things change. Watch how your identity changes. You have to also understand that what's important is that you start serving something bigger than yourself. Here's the truth. Purpose grows when it stops being about you, when it starts being about me. Purpose grows when it starts being about something and going after something greater than you. Help someone who can't pay you back. Maybe there's someone out there struggling and, maybe you can afford to help them, whether it's your time, whether it's finances, whether it's resources, whatever it is. Help that person. Mentor someone younger than you, someone struggling with maybe something that you used to struggle with. Mentor them. I love bringing people on, helping people, and watching people change, just because I see more in them than they see in themselves. Go out there and volunteer somewhere. Like when you volunteer in organizations, in nonprofits, and you really see how difficult life is for some people, you can really sit back and say, man, my life really isn't that bad. And if I just adjust a couple things, it could be so much better. But you can start seeing how you can help people who aren't as fortunate as you are. Start something that's going to outlive you. Start showing your family. Start participating with your family in something that's going to grow and go long after you're gone. When you serve, what happens is the pain inside of you becomes fuel and your story becomes a weapon. And your life starts to become bigger than you because you start looking at other situations. You start looking at other people. You start looking at what others are doing, how others' lives are. And you stop feeling bad about yourself. And you start living for something greater than just trying to be a better version of yourself. You have to build daily non-negotiables that are going to change you and change your life. You can't create a meaningful life if you just have random habits. I'm going to give you mine. You could steal them if you want. Wake up in the morning and claim your day before the world takes you. Train your body, because a weak body equals a weak mind. Journal, pray. The process of this will literally help your thoughts, and they will allow you to control and navigate through your day versus having your thoughts control you throughout the day. Fully engage with your children. Super important. And not just on Saturday and Sunday. Every single day, engage with your family. Do something that's uncomfortable every single day. Something that scares you, something that stretches you. And watch how life starts to change. This is discipline. It's not punishment. And it's also a high version of self-respect. Surround yourself with people who force you to grow. I talk about this all the time. Your circle. The people you surround yourself with. Your circle is everything. Your friends settle, you settle. Your friends make excuses, you'll justify yours. Find people who speak the truth. Push past their comfort zone, which will allow you to push past yours. Refuse to play small. Call you out when you're full of shit. This is super uncomfortable, but this is how you're going to evolve. Let's put some real life situations on some people who have been there, so maybe you can feel something or see something that's sort of relatable. You're not alone. Anyone who's ever done anything of significance has been through this stage of life. Inky Johnson, right? NFL was everything until the injury that ended everything. So when you have something that's everything, now all of a sudden something paralyzes that everything in your world, most people want to quit. He could have quit. Instead, he used his inspiration and his pain and inspired people through his pain, millions of people. And he realized that his real purpose was not football, it was to be impactful to the masses. Eric Thomas, homeless, hopeless, high school dropout. Now, one of the most impactful voices on this earth. He did not find purpose in his comfort. What he actually did was he found purpose in his chaos. So, my story is wild, and some of you know it and some of you don't. But I thought my purpose was business, money, being successful. Then I almost died. I'm lying there and in a stretcher, in an ambulance, and I realize life is so much more. If this is the end, I didn't achieve everything I should have achieved. I've allowed myself to fall short. My kids didn't care about my watch, my numbers, my cars, anything. They cared about me showing up, being present, powerful, aligned. And when I walked out of that hospital, everything changed about me. And I repurposed my life. And if I could repurpose my life after chasing money, lying, cheating, failing, being sued, being betrayed, whatever it is, whatever I went through, then so can you. Understand that we are one decision away for the best of our life, for the rest of our life. But you have to decide, number one, that changes what you want and changes what you need. You are not broken. I'm telling you that right now. You're just buried. And your job is not to start from scratch. It's to dig through all the mess in your life and figure out how you can start building something that really matters and is really purposeful for the rest of your life. You have permission to walk away from what no longer serves you, bury down what is misaligned in your life, choose things and people differently, begin again. It doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you do not have the permission to stay stuck, but you do have the permission to change. You have to be willing to accept that permission, and change should be something greater than any fear that you have, because if you don't change, the fear of staying the same and the fear of things not changing are ultimately become greater than anything that you are purposed for in your life. So here's what I want you to do today. Write down what you think your closest family, your kids, your spouse, your significant other, whoever, what would they say about you at your funeral? Write down the version of you've been pretending to be versus who you really are. Write down one action that you're going to take to start moving towards who you're meant to become. And don't just write it, do it. Information without implementation means nothing. You need to start implementing these changes in your life and start identifying the things that you want to change, and you have to make the change and be the change. And if you're ready to go deeper, on my website, dansikowski.com, check out my free 7-day blueprint. It's a top banner on my website. If you're looking for coaching, I love coaching clients, people who are in business, people who are stuck, whatever it is. So many success stories. I love helping people execute to higher levels, getting people to a place where they deserve to be. And this is the change that I saw myself years ago. And once I hired a coach years ago, everything started to change. And I still have a coach in my life today. Every single year I work with a coach so that not only I can become better, but somebody can hold me accountable to any bullshit excuse I try to make. Check out my other podcast, intrepidusmovement.com, intrepidusmovement.com. Me and my co-host, Anthony, we interview business owners. It's a fear-based podcast, talks about fear, inception of business, many, many things to help all entrepreneurs really stretch their limits and do the biggest and best that they can. Check out lifeoutthere.apparel.com. Mark is an amazing individual. I always sport his stuff, hats, t-shirts, everything. He sends us so much gear. Amazing story behind every single piece that he puts out, every launch that he has. Lifeouttherapparel.com. Use code BIGD10 for a discount. Proud Father Apparel. These guys are doing amazing things in the fatherhood world. Amazing, amazing things. Use code BIGD15, proudfatherapparel.com. And don't forget, guys, right here, Ability Tree, abilitytree.org. They help families that are impacted by disabilities, because purpose isn't just what you build, it's what you give. Support Ability Tree and what they're doing in their mission. Check them out, abilitytree.org. Would be so much appreciated. And in closing, guys, understand something. You are not stuck. You are not finished. You are not beyond redemption. You're here right now. You are capable. You are powerful enough. Now you have to get up and you have to repurpose your life for what it should and needs to be. Again, if you're not following us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, go ahead and do so. Leave a comment. It boosts our algorithm, and we really appreciate it. 75% of you guys are not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Yo, Big D in the house, baby. Relentless execution, you already know. This is for the dream chasers, the grinders, the doers. Let's get it. Relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they all know the name. Big D. Start Started from the bottom, had a vision so clear. Building empires from the sweat and the tears. Serial entrepreneur, that's the brand I wear. In the game for the long haul, I'm always prepared. From the business to the podcast, always making moves. Every step calculated, never losing the groove. Study the greats, now I'm making my own rules. Success in my blood, ain't no way I'll lose. I got systems, got strategies, laid out the plan. Built a dynamic lifestyle, that's the Big D brand. Raised a family on vision, now I take a stand. Roadmap to success, it's in the palm of my hand. We're relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they all know the name.